Y'all, I'm gonna take you to an old skate shop. Or not skate shop, sorry. Skate place, ditch that we used to skate. Back in the 80s and early 90s. Oh, here's my old vet. That's where Elvis was put down. My first wiener dog. Never went back. Wasn't real crazy how all that went down. Anywho, we are going to venture to an old ditch that we cleaned out and stuff. So, anyways, it's right up here. Let's see if it's even still. I haven't been there literally in 30 years, so it might be completely gone. Here's the one and only park they had in my neighborhood. And it's probably 3 miles from my house. And it was built, I don't know, at least 10 years after we moved in. Because back in 79, developers didn't give a shit about kids in parks. So, alright, the basketball court's the same, although it's been maintained. That's nice. This park here, that's all new. It used to be that old wooden stuff that would burn you, give you splinters, and the metal that would burn your legs. Those tennis courts were there. And up on the left here are some of those racquetball courts. Because back in the day, racquetball was like a big deal. Here's a kid, hold on. So, there they are. Those are the racquetball courts. And it was just somewhere up past these racquetball courts. Because we would park at this park and just carry our skateboards up. But, oh, this path goes all... Oh, it used to not do that. Oh, that's ominous. That's bad news for our investment. Shit, that goes way back there too, man. They didn't have any of this. Wait a minute. So, hold on a second. So this was, okay, so I think I see where the footer used to be for the one. Maybe. But this was one of those racquetball courts. Does anyone even play racquetball anymore? Is that even a thing anymore? Do they sell like racquetball rackets? I mean, it's been maintained. Like the floor here, the ground definitely been pressure washed in the recent past. So that's cool. I just know it was back up in here. And I'll tell you a story of how, I forget how we found it. I think we were probably just told about it. But it wasn't quite skatable when we found it. We had to put some elbow grease into it. So, let's get on up in here. This is not looking good. This sidewalk wasn't here at all. And it was kind of in like, I don't know, say like a 8-iron from these townhomes that were on the next road over. So, hopefully it'll be right up here on the left. Hey, at least I'm getting my steps in. That's nice. I didn't know if I was going to get a walk in today or not, and now I am. Looking for a place I had fun at in 1989-ish. Alright, so those are the little townhomes there. And right there, see them? That's the townhomes. I wonder if they would possibly be up here. Because it was a drainage ditch. Look at that tree that fell. That's pretty wild. It was a drainage ditch that we would skate. You know, back then, you skaters now. Not that I'm doing the old get off my lawn thing, but, you know, get off my lawn. Back then, there was no such thing as community-owned skate parks. They wouldn't spend money on skateboarders. You shitting me? It was still punk rock. And not for nothing, it was full of a bunch of little shits, too. We kind of did it to ourselves. It only takes one little dick to vandalize and spray paint and crap. So, this is pretty cool back here, I'll say that. Oh my god, I wonder if that bridge is over it? There's like a little bridge right there. No, I don't remember it being that close to the road. It was back in the woods a bit, I'm almost positive. Let's take a look down here. Oh, here. All right. Here. Look at that log. Dude, that reminds me, I lived in Northern Virginia. I moved from Northern Virginia in 1979. I was in 3rd grade. Young child. And up there, we lived in this neighborhood that was plunked. I mean, now it's in the middle of hustle and bustle, but back then it was not. It was in the sticks. All right, hold on. What the hell is this? Maybe the bridge is messed up or something? Let's see if there's a grumpy old troll under here. This is not it, because there's no concrete. So this is definitely not what I was looking for. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. Ain't that right, Bono? Shit. It's back there more. But why in the hell can't you get on this rusty ass bridge? That's crazy. It's cool looking. Should I do some pictures of it? There is tape. Click. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Let's turn it this way for just a second. Get me a portrait size pic. Alright, should I go down this way and circle back? Or should I go back in the woods there? I should probably go back in the woods. Because I don't think it was that close to the freaking road. Whoa! That was disgusting. Some bug just flew right in my mouth. God damn. Can't wait to listen to that back. Glad I didn't piss my pants and scream like a girl. Oh, so, anyways, Northern Virginia. So, when I moved from there in 3rd grade, there's not a lot of swimming pools in Virginia. I mean, now there are. That neighborhood has a bunch of pools, but back then there was one pool in the neighborhood. And it was the Odom's pool, and I would go in there every now and then. But anyways, we had so much woods and shit around. It was so great. So we're talking, mid to late 70s. Kindergarten through 3rd grade. Not a phone anywhere. And we just played in the woods all day. It was awesome. I wouldn't trade my childhood for anything. So there was this creek. It was probably a series of creeks, but we called every creek difficult run. It was difficult to run. And these logs would be over it. And depending on what time of year it was, there would be like 5-6 feet of water. Sometimes it'd be no water. And I would walk, literally just walk like I'm walking over those logs. And if I would have fallen, first of all, it would have been like a 20-foot drop on some of them. Second of all, I didn't know how to swim. Man, there's so many times I should have died as a child. I was hit by a car. I was actually hit by a car a few times, but the one time I really got walloped by a car. Literally, went out of my friend Allison Russell's driveway without looking, like a little dingbat. And my bike, my little yellow bike, hit the car on the front end panel on the driver's side, and I went flying onto the windshield without a scratch. Didn't get hurt at all. I got on my bike, and I remember the people there, an older couple, they were looking at me like, oh my God. And I got on my bike and hauled ass off, thinking that I was going to be in trouble. We know now that, what is this? We know now that, shit, if that was today, that'd have been a $40,000 claim. Nope. What the frickin' frack is down here? Whoop. So, I'm close, right? I have a feeling we're not going to find it, but I hope we do. Because I'm in a dark blue shirt and I'm hot. That's hot. Alright, so anywho. Man, it's gotta be back here somewhere, dude. I don't remember it being this far back in the woods. It's probably in the middle in this foliage over here. Would you call that foliage, or is that more like wooded? Probably wooded, huh? I don't know. I was in shipping yesterday. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Dude, I love the woods. This was my freaking playground. Nah, there ain't shit back here. I thought maybe that was like a little itchy looking thing. Oh my God. One thing about growing old is when you fall, you don't bounce right back up. Shit hurts for a few days. So, man, it's got it. Look at this long ass branch. That's cool. How climbable is that? That looks fun AF, as the kids would say. Although kids these days ain't gonna climb a tree. They have an app for that. Why would I climb a tree? I can get the tree climbing app. You start off on little trees and you keep going, and then you have to buy stuff in order to keep climbing. All right, here's a pathway into the foliage / wooded area / forest / rainforest / bupo trees. All right, we gotta be. Look at that little thing. That looks like somebody planted it. Cool. It really does, doesn't it? Grow strong, my tree friend. Grow strong. What is this? Is this just an area for people to party? Looks like it. Shit. End of that little pathway. But that's pretty cool. Oh man. We are literally just blocks from the golf course that my parents grew up on. Not grew up on, but from 79 or 1980 up until my dad's death, it was their main course. They belonged to it as a private club. Nothing hoity-toity, but nothing riff-raffy either. Not like you can go out there with real woods and cut off jean shorts and play. Anyways, that golf course also became our playground that night. Man, being on a golf course in the middle of the night is awesome. I highly recommend it to anybody who's never done it. We would party out there, smoke and drink out there. Girlfriends would go out there with us, we'd fuck out there on the middle of a green under the moonlight. It was awesome. It was freaking awesome. So, I probably banged at least a dozen broads on countryside country clubs and golf courses. God, I hope my wife never watches this. Probably not a dozen. I might be exaggerating. Maybe a baker's dozen? God damn it, where is this thing? Why can't I find it? Shit. Because there's the stupid racquetball court. Shit. It's probably back in there. Super grown over and stuff. Dang it, man. Wait a minute. Is that concrete? I think I'm on to something here. Here comes my ride. Is it back in there? I don't think it is. I don't remember it being this far over. But you know, your memory gets all kind of witch-awayed. You know, I remember it being behind those goddamn townhomes, as they call it in Maryland. Gotta go look at the townhome, hon. Yeah, got this drainage ditch full of water. It's a townhome. You don't need a dock boat. You need a townhome. Ah, phooey. Hon, you don't need a dock boat. If you get yourself a townhome down by the water, you stay in it half the year. You do your Airbnb the rest of it. Boom. Making money. Second home. Townhome. Passive income, hon. Oh my God. I think I just broke my ankle. Shit. Did I come up this way? I think I did. This is the way I originally came up. Phooey! Well, let's see. There was that one thingy up that way, right? I wonder if it could be back in here. Because that's, if I had to guess, I would picture it somewhere right back in there. This disappoints me. You skateboarders in the North Clearwater area have let a gem go to waste, hon. I ain't going back in there. No way, Jose. I've even, like the last time I found this place was, I don't know, 2005 or something. I went looking for it once and I went right to it. Anyways, it was a concrete ditch. Gosh darn it. And when we found it, it was, full of crap. Sticks and schmutz and algae and all that crap, right? And it had a little bit of water in it. And it had this little lip at the bottom. And it was just a wedge ramp. There's no transition or nothing. It was just this little weird wedge. So we stole plywood from Misty Springs, which was townhomes that were being built. Probably 2 miles from here. It's actually right down by the country club. So we got us some 2 sheets of I want to say 1/4 inch, might have been 5/8. Don't think it much matters. And we stuck it in the bottom. And the bottom piece acted as like a support, a subfloor, if you will, and also allow water to go underneath it. It was like accidental, brilliant engineering, because the ditch itself, the flat part at the bottom, was 4 feet wide. And we put, or was it 8 feet? It was one of the two. I think it was 4 feet. Anywho, so we put the first sheet in, and it fit like almost like a Lego, man, just snapped right in. And the second one we put on there, and it just fit perfect. So the water would go underneath the plywood, and we skated it. Now, it wasn't the biggest. It wasn't like that one out on, was it Fletcher or I think it was Fowler, had that big ass ditch that was even in some skate videos and stuff back in the day. But we had fun, and back then nobody had phones, obviously, and cameras. I don't even think car phones were a thing yet. But there's no pictures of it. At least none that I'm aware of. Excuse me, none of which I'm aware. And alright, so I went left last time. Let's take a right this time. See what we're going on down here, hon. This place is dynamite and out of sight. Ain't that something? Taking a walk through wooded area. Beautiful. West Central Florida. Dude, I love this state. I love Florida. All you people talk about like Florida man and all that bullshit. It's fine. I'll take it. I don't care. You think I don't want to live in a state that's known for crazy people? Get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language. Didn't mean to say crazy. I meant to say wacko. Whack job. Wackadoo. Oh man, where'd that bug go that flew in my mouth? I just don't know why I can't find this damn ditch. Sucks. You know, maybe they like... That's not it, is it? Hold on a second. I wonder if that's... I don't remember it being that close to the road. But that is the townhome right there. Should I traverse this bridge or what? Breaking the law, breaking the law, pew pew, breaking the law, breaking the law. Alright, not bad for a 56-year-old fart. Is this it? Man, if this is it, this is sad. But if it's not it, that's all I'm looking. I don't remember this. I can't see shit. This might be it. Anyways, I'm done with my trek today. I think that's it, but I also don't think it's it. In other words, I'm not positive. I'm not sure. For some reason, I mean, it was always in the woods. But that shit can change over 40 years. Shit. That stuff changes. But that's not it. I remember it being back in those woods. Behind the fucking... It's in that wooded area, foliage, all that jazz. So, I was unsuccessful. Shit. That's gonna really concern me for about another 20 seconds. So, anyways, I'm sorry. If you watch the end of this video, I don't know what to tell you. You got less to do with your life than I do. Walking around the woods of Florida talking to nobody but myself. So no one else gives a shit what I say. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed my absolutely 100% pointless trek through a little private park and wooded area. So, adios.